couple thoughts. What I have to take from the bramblefish situation is that if I haven't gotten into something yet, I'm doing it wrong. Like, that's it. At this point, I have so much information and knowledge that it's unlikely I am missing something key to it, so I'm just doing it wrong. What that means is I just have to keep trying to do the things I have failed to do so far. And therefore, the first thing we're gonna do is get back to the city. Try to look at some stuff there, but also try to get in the forge through the teleporter. Because obviously, like, there is a surface teleporter here, but there's also a teleporter next to forge, so considering the Ash Twin was for critical teleportation to the Ash Twin project, it feels like being able to get to the forge from there makes sense. So I think I need to get the forge prepared here and then get on those teleporters, which also means what we'll be getting back to is what I think is the sand station teleporter with the cacti. Because again, there is just a way to get in there. I just don't know what it is yet. So, forge up. We take the exit again, we leave this place and fly to Ash Twin and get on those teleporters. I am not sure I remember which tower it is for Brittle Hollow, but we will work this out, if nothing else by elimination, because I know a bunch of the other ones. Though we just love me jumping on teleporters on the Ash Twin. It's been my top content. Okay, yeah, like if you know and remember where this little entry and exit is, you can actually make it to the city quite quickly, so when I'm off to find whatever I'm missing there, I should also use that instead of try getting in through the other places. Hi, Moon. We will get back to it. We will also get on the comet at some point. Again, that sounds like I just need to get my landing skills sorted. Don't fly into the sun, don't fly into the sun, don't fly into the sun, don't fly into the sun. Don't land on where the sun is gonna suck us in. Okay, this is sun station. Teleporter with the cacti. Like, one of my ideas was to use the sand to get over them, so that still might be viable, but obviously we have to come here first then, because there is a very narrow window to do this. This is teleporters for the Ash Twin and Ember Twin. Can't see this one yet. Okay, there's trees, so this is likely Timber Hearth. But the rest is still covered. So yeah, we're too early for Brittle Hollow, but too late for Sun Station right now. Yeah, this is Timber Hearth because it's based on the geyser stuff. And yes, there's trees. So, oh, and there must be an order, right? Like, I'm dumb. They're in order from the sun. It starts with the sun, then the twins, then Timber Hearth, then Brittle Hollow. Use my brain. Of course, that's what it is. Yes, Brittle Hollow is this kind of clusters of rocks. But yeah, we have to wait for a door to appear. I don't remember if that one has a door or some other sort of entrance. I mean, they all have a door. It's just whether you had to like go in from above, below. We can just sit here and watch stars explode. Okay, there's some doors on both sides. Okay, that's just open. Cool. But yes, we do wait for the sun to go down and for the alignment to happen. I think I might have teleported with this once. Maybe? But that was the one that, yeah, that was the one that I've got confused. Oh my god. Oh no. God damn it. As I was saying, this is the one where I got confused and just stepped right back into the teleporter, and apparently you also have to be careful what you do there, because obviously it's upside down, so you get sucked down through the thing. Okay, well, our ship is now over there, and we cannot return, so I think we just have to restart, unless we just use this opportunity to dig around here. And we do that bit on next run. Like, see if I can find some of the other things I've missed. Okay, yeah, so we haven't been to Ice Shrine yet here. Because, yeah, we can't get to the forge this way because this is just blocked off. Okay, that's the shrine down there. Is there anything like hidden here? He's just chilling. Okay, reading. Be welcomed in this place. This shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to this star system, the signal from the eye. We observed the eye's signal in our travels and followed it here to find its source. What we know is this. The source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the eye of the universe, is older than the universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. I guess it's similar to the other eye shrine we've seen. What is the eye signal? Suppose the eye wishes to communicate. The signal is a call. Were we the intended audience? The signal is the eye's voice. It speaks a language we do not yet know. Or maybe the signal is the eye's attempt to express itself. From the signal, we were able to determine the eye's approximate age, or perhaps its lack of age. I mean, yes, what if the eye is just like a thing and then it just generates a signal and it's random and you just send everyone to their doom? How can the eye be older than the universe itself? Suppose it's a relic from a previous universe. The early universe was unimaginably hot and dense. If anything existed before, it would have been destroyed. Suppose the universe is older than previously assumed. What is the eye of the universe? The eye is the source of the signal that brought us here. Suppose the eye is a more advanced being. The eye is older than this universe, so imagine how much it could teach us. Perhaps it's a cosmic library. I mean, yes, they assume that it's important and a good thing and it's somehow called to them, but yes, could be just random thing in space. I mean, it feels like if they made a game that was like, oh yeah, it was just a random thing in space that them and you spend all this time finding, may not make for a good game, but you never know. It's maybe this game is teaching us that you shouldn't just jump to conclusions and risk everyone's lives for something you know nothing about, just because you've assumed. Again, I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm just joking about it. Don't get mad that I misinterpreted this game's message before I know what it is. I no longer believe, as I did as a child on Ember Twin, that the eye of the universe, the source of the signal, wishes to harm us, but it might not want to be found either. The terrible circumstances of our arrival here were almost certainly exactly that circumstance. I suspect imagining we are special to the eye is some way of wishful thinking. The eye might have called out to any sentient species. Or it might not have been calling out at all, and that my ancestors heard the eye's signal holds no great deep meaning. This wouldn't be so bad, I think. In fact, the eye might not have wishes at all. We have no evidence supporting this. Yeah, exactly, this could be anything. Like, it could be some old construct, existence or whatever, but it doesn't mean it's sentient and it does things for purpose. Okay. So that's the Eye Shrine. But yes, that leaves us with the forge, which requires me to not be a giant noob. And I can't go back to it because I don't have my ship. And unfortunately we can't steal the ships of other people from our species. Was this broken before? Because I'm pretty sure that's the bridge I normally take to get in here, but I guess it breaks as the planet breaks apart. I was hoping to make it back to our friend there, but that might be a bit much to ask. Ouch. Well, I made it. Is there anything to talk to you about? Okay, yeah, I found the vessel. You did? That's incredible. Congratulations. This means they really were from far outside our solar system. Ha, yes, I knew it. But that creates so many new questions. If they didn't come from our solar system, where did they come from? And are they from our galaxy or somewhere even farther? What were their lives like before they came here? And why did they come here? Hey, I might not be much of an astronaut, but I'm really glad I came out here to see the Nomai artifacts for myself. And thanks for telling me about the vessel, I mean. I found the Nomai writing about the quantum pilgrimage. A pilgrimage to Quantum Moon. The Nomai mentioned the Quantum Moon in a lot of their writing, so it was clearly special to them, special enough to make a trip by themselves. Okay, yeah, that's the coming of age rituals. So we've seen this. So yeah, not much to talk about with him anymore. I mean, possibly like the guy in the observatory would be interested, but how do we explain this to him? Like, yeah, so I haven't launched yet, but by the way, here's all the secrets. So that might be an interesting conversation. Should we have a marshmallow while we wait? No. Here's another challenge for me. Roast a marshmallow without setting it on fire. How do I know when it's done? Like, should it be browned? Now it's burned. Yeah, that was crunchy. Like, I would expect it to be browned. Also, do they just live on marshmallows here? Like, putting marshmallows on a campfire is not actually a thing where I'm from, so... Like, I've had marshmallows in my life and stuff like that, but I've never done it as a campfire thing. But yes, he just got a can of marshmallows. So I guess that's their main thing. Well, we should be close to the sun exploding, considering the state of things. I guess when the supernova is coming, it will just set your marshmallow on fire without sticking it to the campfire. Okay, and now we're gonna do it correctly. Now we're not gonna fall off. And if I do, he will never know, because I will just cut it all out and pretend it was my line. Okay, I've completed the Hanging City, at least. But yeah, let's go to the forge then. Okay, it's going up. And we're going out of here. Yeah, we might be early enough for Sun Station if we can land quick. Just to give it a try. Because I might just be wrong about this. Oh, don't get sucked in. I said don't get sucked in. Okay, quick. As soon as we're there. There's no crouch. We have to just push against the door. We'll see when it lets us in. Okay, run between the cacti while before they all emerge. Okay. Ah! Almost perfect. Okay, we made it. Again, got distracted, started doing something else, but we're here now. So So hopefully we can take a trip to the sun station and then still have time for the forge, but if not, then we will just do it again. Like, we know how to do it now, presumably, other than the not falling off. But it's fine. But yeah, turns out just come here and run really fast while the sun is going down is the answer, which interestingly is what I said at the start. Like, I said, oh, I just need to go over there while the sun is high up enough. But then that was still when I thought the sun was going up and down, before I knew this was just a single cycle situation. So then I was like, oh, it's not gonna go back up anymore, and then I abandoned that idea. But it was just the, oh yeah, just do it while it's still coming down. 281,042 years ago, no user command received for 10 minutes, all system entering sleep. 6 minutes 46 seconds ago, increased solar activity detected, sun station hull integrity approaching critical levels. Closing emergency doors. Okay, so it is truly that they never got it to work almost 300,000 years ago, but now that the sun and all this, like all the stars are dying, it triggers the whole project. Yes, opens the emergency door. There is no bridge here, and we know the sun got some suction. So hopefully we're not about to die a terrible death. We are about to die a horrible death. Yep. We got cooked. We're the marshmallow now. But new plan. Sun station. Although there is time to do the forge and get to sun station, it's just extra steps. And if I die, then, you know, it doesn't really help. And I haven't actually explored the lantern, but then I'm like, can you? Would you? Sounds like death. I assume if you're really skilled, you can just land on Sun Station, but that is not going to happen. Right after the Ember Twin passes, we'll be getting in there. Okay. Another attempt. Just run, run, run between the cacti. Okay. This time no punctures. And then we wait. Second bets in the comments on how many attempts it's gonna be for me to explore Sun Station. And how many times I'm just gonna fall into the sun. Yeah, I think the plan is to not collide with anything while I'm there, but that's easier said than done. Okay. We're in across, so it wasn't too bad, at least for now, that jump. More masks. Like, were those masks, or is it just part of like their spacesuits? Just that's the design. Which, I mean, it's kind of a mask, but as in it wasn't like a special mask, magic mask. It's just their spacesuit. Pi mission. Science compels us to explore the sun. Can't we change this? I don't enjoy working in view of such a morbid mission statement. Here's a better one. Mission. Determine if it's possible to prompt the sun to explode. You lack a sense of humor. At least I don't lack a sense of ethics. kindly refrain from going supernova on me before the sun does idea. But it's accurate. We're going to create a supernova for the purpose of scientific progress. That's our mission. Our mission is to decide if such an irresponsible feat is even possible. Yeah, they varied in their opinions about doing this. Which, yes, it does seem a bit of a weird one. To explode a whole solar system for your experiments. I know they were saying we will travel back in time and then not do that, but that presumes everything works correctly and you're able to then not do that. But yes, I guess what we're to take from this is it's not the Nomai blowing up all the stars to travel in time very far. We to take from this that they built all of that to rely on the sun exploding, but it didn't happen based on their experiments, so it's just now all triggering because the stars are exploding on themselves. Star has reached end of natural life cycle, now approaching red giant stage warning, evacuate science station. Yeah, so it's the natural life cycle, what they said in one of those notes, like, oh yeah, we could just wait until it happens by itself. Approximate time until sun station is destroyed by expanding star, 2 minutes 10 seconds. Approximate time until star's death, 13 minutes 40 seconds. So yeah, it's, while the cycle is 22 seconds, it's actually much less time to explore here because the station gets swallowed by the sun first. So yeah, they're weighing the existence of the sun against the access to the eye. Okay, yes, this is just protection to the masks. And we can also read the messages. What happened? Did the sun station not fire? It fired the arrow, but it failed. But the sun barely responded. There were infinitesimally small surface level changes, but they were barely visible, even to the third eye. The sun station is useless. It will never, and it could never, cause the sun to explode. I don't know what comes next, my friends. I suppose we must start over, but I'm unsure how to start over. Return to Ashwin first, my friend. Perhaps a change of task would help. Sprite noticed a comet approaching the star system that would like to investigate. Pi. I heard for you, my friends. We all know how hard you've both worked. I can only offer my compassion. How are you? How is Idea? We're well, Yarrow, or as well as can be expected given the circumstances. Still disappointed. I might have disagreed with exploding the sun, but I never wished the device would fail. I'd hoped our terrible work was finished. Okay, yeah, so this is just... it wasn't them. They are not the reason the sun is dying. They just build things that rely on the sun dying. Hopefully this is it, basically, for exploration here. Now, can I make it back, or will this be through death that I return to what I was doing before? Okay, we're in. So now just through the white hole before the station gets destroyed. Okay, but now the forge is not ready. Also, can we even make it out of here? Out, we can open the door. That's it. The forge is not ready, so we're gonna have to go Brittle Hollow and then return. But I mean, it might not be enough time to do that both ways. Oh, and my ship got sucked in, as always. At least on those planets, gravity is very low, so it's quite easy to glide around quickly. Okay, back to ship. Let's see. Yeah, the sun station is done. There's no more to find there. So we're good on that front. I guess Brittle Hollow will be now in a state where we can just try to fly in to near the city. Okay. Can we just get in there and land so that we can access the city easily? No, we can just hurt our ship. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. We can run right at the gates. So hopefully this will mean we can do this. Okay. Forge up. Hopefully that bit takes a while to fall down, so we still have some time. And let's get out of here back to Ash Twin. But yeah, so far everything confirms, like, if it didn't work it's because I was doing it wrong. It's almost empty, so there might not be time, but we'll see. And the sun gets very aggressive about pulling us in when it's so late in the cycle. And that still assumes we have a teleporter cycle left that we can use before the explosion, because obviously alignment is key. Okay, now how do we not fall off this thing? Just use the walkways. Don't jump, don't get crazy, don't do anything weird. Just walk. Yeah, just the time. This is charged. Quick, Blackhorn Forge. Yeah, I think the sun's gonna blow before we get anything here. We have to just do this as its own thing. Stop getting distracted. Okay, this is comms, but we don't have a plate. I assume it just says the forge is here. Okay, scroll. There's already one here. Where am I taking this first black hole core, and where am I taking the remaining cores once they're ready? All of the warp towers are being constructed on Ash Twin, so the black hole cores will go there. My gratitude in that case. Poke, Clary, I'm leaving for delivery. I'll send Yarrow your regards. Poke, I'll return to Forge shortly. I'm going to catch up to Root and help him deliver the first core to Ash Twin, just to make sure Yarrow receives it. Of course you are. The white hole cores are for the warp receivers. Each of the 6 receivers are being constructed at different locations, so those deliveries will be a greater pain in your cervical spine. The tower designs in the high energy lab on the Ember Twin reveal each receiver's location. Ask Yarrow, he is familiar with them. Yep, we know that already. Of note, Yarrow believes he spotted a flaw in the warp tower designs, namely that one of the warp towers on Ash Twin will never activate because its warp receiver will never align overhead. Does your romantic interest think a warp tower's alignment point to its receiver? Does he not know that warp tower always aligns with the center of its corresponding astral body? That isn't an unreasonable belief, given the receiver does have to be located on or in close orbit around the relevant astral body. I seem to recall that was your understanding of warp technology at first. No, Yarrow understands distinction. He likely doesn't realize the Hourglass Twins are so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment. Something, 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 something. The alignment for the Ash Twins core is alignment with the teleporter on the Ember Twin. Is that what it's supposed to tell me? Okay, well, we're gonna go there again because I didn't read everything, but that seemed like the key information to how do I get back into the Ash Twin project. Now, after many hours, when I stumbled upon it very early on, yes, there's more to find here because the sun interrupted me rudely. Okay, we know the plan, just don't crash and all will be good. Okay, forge up again. And we go for teleport. Okay, well, now we gotta wait because the Brittle Hollow tower uncovers quite late, so... Yeah, the Hourglass Twins are so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them, so... Yes, I assume it's alignment with the Ember Twin that does the teleporter, which is why the towers are like also twin towers, not only because the towers are twins, not only because the planets are twins, but also they have single alignment, so they will both activate at the same time, those towers. It also makes sense that the sun tower just becomes inaccessible after a little bit. If the sun station gets destroyed, then you can't go anywhere with it anyway, so it's useless. Okay. Back to the forge. Now we're here basically as soon as it is possible to get here, so we have time to read. Yeah, alignment. Yeah, alignment is not the receiver. Yeah, the center of the corresponding astral body. It has to be located close. Okay, so it's actually, it has to align with the center of Ember Twin. No, Yarrow understands this station. He likely doesn't realize that hourglass twins are so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. Yeah, so that's that bit. That's alignment with something. Regarding the warp towers on Ash Twin, does each tower have to be perfectly aligned with the center of the astral body to which it's tuned? I enjoy precision as much as the next Nomai, but if, for example, a tower base were to shift even slightly, that tower might no longer align with its astral body. More accurately, I enjoy precision so much as the next Nomai, provided the next Nomai is not poke. We don't need the alignment angle to be exact, it only needs to be within 5 degrees of the astral body's center. Of note, this gives us a slightly longer warp window. I imagine this window will last roughly several seconds. As such, an Nomai stepping onto the warp platform during the active window will be immediately warped. We will need to be careful around the platform for the duration of the time it's active to avoid accidental transportation. Oh yeah, accidental transportation. Who would that happen to? Okay, so I guess that explains this whole, you know, this is the 5-degree angle of activation. Another statue. Okay, but where's the forging of black holes then? We can use this to do the more reading. So I guess we can't forge ourselves a warp core. Oh, but we can remove the warp core from Ash Twin and take it to the vessel instead? Does that work? I have good news, Yarrow. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed in the central chamber of Ash Twin. I'm intrigued, love. Everyone here working on the Ash Twin project is excited to see it. Pi is beside herself with joy. No, it isn't. Is everything well at the forge? The core's durability could still be improved. I need more time. Ignore her, Yarrow. The core is finished, and if my sister tells you otherwise, then she will be finished as well. Don't worry, love. Poke is only nervous. The core is extraordinary, and her design work is beautifully clever. Yes, we read the other side of that in the Ash Twin project, but again, need to read it on each side for the location to complete. Okay, but that means no warp cores available here. I guess there isn't anywhere else to go inside of here. And we can't lower ourselves. Okay, so yes, were they like sucking a little bit of the black hole to make a separate baby black hole to forge the teleports and warp cores and whatever? I'm not sure that's how black holes work, but you know, we'll accept this. Okay, yeah, that's the towers connecting the city, but yeah, it's slightly collapsed and therefore slightly inaccessible. Because yeah, that's just to the surface, but we can't go. I mean, it's not that we want to go, because what we really want is go back to Ash Twin. Or, you know, fall off and die. Okay, forge is done. Yeah, and the alignment is done. Like, it explains it, but, you know, it doesn't tell us, like, when exactly the alignment happens, but from my accidental journey, I know it was somewhat like 8 minutes and something into the cycle. Just have to go there and stand on it. I know there's still the comet to do. And I will do it. It just feels like right now I can legitimately go to the Ash Twin Project core and mess about with it instead of just having an accidental teleportation and then being like, oh, what's this? And this time maybe I won't jump backwards into the white hole to go back, although, you know, I cannot guarantee that won't happen because it happens a lot. But that means also, yes, it does happen when the sand column is near, right? Because the Ember Twin has to be near that side for the alignment to occur. Okay, the towers are at least starting to poke out, so I can go be near them. I can go be near them if I put my spacesuit on. Normally I do it as soon as I get on the ship, but I forgot. We're here just waiting for the right time. The teleport has to actually be uncovered first. But maybe it's basically the next cycle. So previously I may have actually missed it because when I saw the sand approaching I would then try to avoid it and like hide in that alcove or on the other side, but clearly we just have to be there while the planet is in alignment and therefore just about to start getting sucked out, but instead the teleport catches us. Okay, I am ready to steal some warp cores. Nope, I got lifted up and didn't get teleported. Why didn't it work? Well, I may or may not have the oxygen supply to pull this off, or it might actually be too late. I don't understand why didn't that work, unless that wasn't the correct, like, if this doesn't work, I'm just gonna have to set a timer and see when it's 8 minutes and whatever it was, 40 seconds, 30 seconds, so I know if I'm there at the right time. Okay, yeah, I'm very confused. Because it wouldn't mean this teleport aligns multiple times? Or does it mean it, like, because of the angle thing, like, it's only once? Okay, with a timer it seems it's basically the very first cycle after the tower is uncovered would be at the 8 minute whatever time. But then just means I missed it because I got sucked out. So how do I prevent myself being lifted too far from the teleporter? When it happened I was like getting sucked in by the sun, but somehow I managed to jet back down enough to be caught by the teleporter. Do I need to hide in the alcove and then step out just as it's coming out? But that is harder to do it, right? Because we don't know if it's on or not. Okay, if I hide in the doorway, can I like quickly avoid it and step in? Have to watch out for that cactus too. Nope, still getting sucked out. Can't believe that I randomly stumbled into that teleport and got in there, and now when I have all the information I still cannot make this work. Clearly I know how it works. My main problem is just the physical thing of like I need to get into the teleporter without the sun sucking me out, which is probably why my attempt for stand on it the whole cycle and only get off if the sand is coming didn't work, right? Because I was basically getting off at the time when the teleporter would be active. But also just standing there is not enough. Like you have to somehow get on it without the sun sucking you out. I think it's too early now, so we let this one pass. And after that, we will be getting on. I mean, I could probably rewatch my footage to be like, what exactly did I do? And honestly, if this fails, I will probably do that. I was doing something there like walking around. Like, obviously I didn't know it was a teleporter, so I wasn't just standing on it. I was running in, running out, something. But yes, next cycle is the one when the teleporter is actually available, in terms of like it's not under the sand. Like just hiding under the bridge work and then running in. Do I have enough oxygen for this? Did I come out too early? I think there are trees inside the project, so as long as I have oxygen to get in there, I should be fine. Yeah, does the bridge maybe hide me from like being sucked in? So as long as I go in from this side, there's enough room, just don't hit the cactus. Because yeah, I think what I was doing, if I remember correctly, was I was walking through here and I saw the sand tower coming, so I ducked in there to avoid it, not realizing that this doesn't have a ceiling, so you know, it wouldn't help. And then got sucked into the teleporter instead. But no, we just have to avoid that cactus as we do that. Yes. Okay, so the bridge gives us enough cover. We don't get sucked in. That's how that works. There we are. It was a long journey since we've been here, since we've seen everything here. Now the remaining part is get the core out without jumping in backwards into the white hole and getting sent back, because that was the only thing that went wrong last time. Which, yeah, it would have been interesting if I just did that, but I'm not sure it actually would do anything. Like, just taking it out now, it seems like it doesn't like end the game. Maybe it just gives us something to take somewhere, like to the vessel. Okay, do not fly into the white hole by accident. But oh my god, that means we have to make it through the bramble. We have to get here, grab this thing, grab the cat. Are you here to interfere? Is this not hard enough? Not hard enough for me. You have to be getting in the way too. Is that what you think? Come on. This is important. Okay, we have to grab this, then get to our ship, then get to Dark Bramble, get to Vessel, which by the way is tricky on itself because we have to slowly get past the fish and then yeah, do all that before the sun explodes. So oh my god, it gets even harder. And yes, there I thought that, oh, if I remove the core, that might just end the game. Nah, I would have just removed it and stood there being like, okay, cool, what do I do with this? Okay. Gotta listen for the distress beacon. Because I mean, I assume we can go to the red and just find it there, but that's extra stressful because you have to find it among the fish and you can't see it, and it's not like immediately visible. You know, there's a fish there, so we have to be quiet. No, we've set it off. We've set it off now. God damn it. Got just a little too impatient. You are dead! Oh no, oh no! Well, I guess I've completed the game. No, but you will have to join me next time to see if I can complete this entire sequence without dying. And what happens when we bring the worker into the vessel? Do we get to go and meet the other Nomai? Or do we get to go and visit the Eye? And there's other threads we haven't yet uncovered, so this is definitely not the end of this playthrough before we even get into the DLC. If you enjoy my content, consider liking or subscribing, And then you will know when more videos are ready. And I will see you soon on another adventure.